Hey guys, I'm back today with a brand new Minecraft video. I'll be showing off the second week 34 snapshot for 2012, also known as 12W34B. This is what 1.4 will eventually be, and it has lots of exciting changes. I've had fun playing around in this little world that I've made just, over the past couple hours. But I guess it's easier to just go straight into it. These here are what are called item frames. You can put blocks in them, you can put armor in them, you can put items in them. So for example, here's a compass that is literally pointing towards my spawn. And if I break that, if you break it, you get the item frame and you get the item that was inside it. So I'll just place that back in. And the way you craft them is basically like a painting, except without wool. Instead you use leather. So I'll just craft one so you guys can see. And I'll grab one leather. So exactly how I had it in there, and there you go, you have an item frame. And I'm just gonna time set 0. Nice long day. So those are item frames. If you middle click an item frame in creative, instead of getting the item frame, you get whatever item the frame is holding. I don't think it counts IDs though. With items inside an item frame, you can right click to rotate, and of course, as shown before, basically destroy it to get the item back. So I'm going to go back to game mode 0, and now I'm going to show off these pots. These are, from what I can tell, the only plants you can put inside the pots, and interestingly enough, the cactus doesn't hurt you when you walk on it. Again, in creative, if you middle click the pot, you get whatever's on top of the pot rather than the pot itself. Middle clicking the pot gives you the pot, I think. Yep. Next we have, as displayed here, colored armor. Now this is an exciting change. Let me just remember where I put the colored. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to throw out those items. Now, the leather armor textures have been slightly modified. And I'll just take this off. I don't like how in creative you can't shift click them. But that's what it looks like now. It has little buttons on the front, and looking at it, it does look a little more brown, I suppose, maybe slightly grey. And all you need to do to color them is pick any combination of dyes. Did I grab all of them? No, yeah. And open up a crafting bench, put the armor in there, and pick a color. Say you want a pink helmet, or I'm going to go for a cyan helmet, and I'm going to go for, I've already got a green tunic. Of course, depending on what combination you choose, it will come out as a different color. That one looks interesting. I'll wear that, and then I'll wear bright green pants. And let's wear some nice pink boots. Let's look nice and fancy in that colored clothing. Pink boots. Okay, there you go. Nice and rainbow. It means you can personalize your clothing. The only problem I have with these in combination with an item frame is that if you're in survival and say you take off the armor and you stick it in to here, sure, you can rotate it, but if you want to take the armor out because you're about to go attack some mobs, you have to destroy the frame and then place the frame back. Could be nicer, but that's how it is. I'm going to wear this for the rest of the episode. The other thing that is useful with these is if you hold the dyed leather armor and right click a cauldron, it becomes a no longer dyed leather tunic. So then you can re-dye it with a different color. So that's them. You can try any combination, but just remember the more colors you add to it, the worse the color will get. Next, my favorite feature is the fact that item frames can hold maps. Yes, that happened. And if we have a look, I'm going to go into creative so I can show you properly. Right here is a map with me. Do I have a copy of that map? No, I don't. Let's grab a copy. It's map 29. So as you can see, there is a green marker and a white marker. I am the white marker, and the green marker is the map on the wall. Now, of course, this also means that maps have become slightly different in the way they are mapped. Now, for example, I'm going to grab this empty map, which you can now craft, I'm guessing from paper. I haven't actually learnt the recipe. And you grab the map and you right click where you are. Now, the issue I have currently with these maps is that map right there, aka this one, used to be map 0, and I updated from 34A, which had all these maps perfectly, to 34B, and this happened to my map 0. It's still mapped on this same section, but it's useless. Now, although I middle-clicked the map on the wall to duplicate it, you can actually natively duplicate maps. Say I have map 29 right here. I'm going to open the crafting bench and stick an empty map in there with map 29, and that'll duplicate map 29 for me, which is awesome. I just like this wall. The other thing that could be seen as interesting about these maps is if you go off the side of a map, you still show up on the map. You're just a white dot instead of a white arrow. And the other thing about these maps is the maps, as you saw with this map 30, is the map is pre-defined. You hold the map, you right click, a section is defined, and as long as the chunks are loaded, the rest of the map will fill itself in. That's how I got all of these. The beauty of this is you don't have to go tromping around with a map in your hand for half an hour trying to map the whole thing. So that's nice. Apparently you can also zoom them, but I don't exactly know how to. I played around with it earlier and couldn't figure it out. But it is quite zoomed in by default. I could run from here to halfway down it, and I'm only that far away. So you can zoom the maps, I just haven't figured out how. Next we have a few exciting changes. Firstly, new foods. You have carrots, you have a golden carrot, poisonous potato, and baked potato. Now, baked potato, I'm going to guess that you can make it in a furnace. And a potato and the carrots. Apparently they are rare drops on zombies, so keep an eye out for them. Now, the beauty of these is you can plant them and grow them. So say I have these carrots. Firstly, I'm going to actually grab a hoe and hoe the soil, or till the soil. And then I'm going to hold the carrots and right click. Now, I don't know about you, but they look a little similar to me. These are seeds, and these are carrots. Now, I don't know why you plant carrots to grow carrots. But that's the way it is, and of course you can do the same with potatoes, which also look like seeds. I mean, it does make sense in a way, but maybe if they were a different color. Orange, green for regular seeds, and some sort of brownish tinge for potatoes. Now, each of these are actual foods. You can eat them, of course. I'm switching between creative and survival, so eating is not really useful for me. So that happened. The other thing I sort of forgot to mention was that's how you make pots. 3 clay bricks. We actually have a use for them now. How exciting. Why do I have this wall here? Alright, I was testing paintings. Next, I want you guys to meet my 4 wolves. Red, green, which is not looking in my direction, yellow and blue. Now the way you color these collars of these wolves is you hold the die and simply right click. So I just changed the color there. You can also hold, I think, bone meal. Yeah, bone meal will give you a white collar, and an ink sac will get you a nice black collar. Of course, leading to that, we also now have these fences, or walls. They act like fences, exactly like fences. As you can see, they linked up with that pretty well. Fence gate. Stick that back. Of course, I always do that times set 0. And not only do they come in nice, ugly, regular cobblestone, they also come in ugly, mossy cobblestone. I'd like some smooth stone, please. But, you know. Next, we have... You could call this a scary addition to Minecraft. We have potions of invisibility. So 3 minutes and 8 minutes, and splash potions 2 minutes 15 and 6 minutes. And of course, not height, night. Potion of night vision, 3 minutes, 8 minutes. Splash potion of night vision, 2 minutes 15 and 6 minutes. Now, these are awesome, I agree. However, right, I'm in peaceful. Let's go to easy, and let's place a couple creepers in. Now, the issue with having splash potions of invisibility, the issue here with splash potions of invisibility is you can splash mobs with them and then aggravate them. Where's the other one? Gives a whole new meaning to creeper bombing. So that's going to be great fun. Now, the potion of invisibility is a little overpowered in my opinion. I'm going to drink the potion of invisibility. Now, I'm wearing armor, so you can't really tell that I'm invisible. But you have invisibility for a designated time. As you can see, I'm only wearing boots now. I'm completely invisible except for the particles. In multiplayer, this also includes your name going invisible, which, you know, could be cool. Of course, if you're holding something or if you're wearing armor, that stuff is visible. Let's hold a sword. And let's block with the sword. Yep, that animation still works. So those are the invisibility potions. Next we have potion of night vision, and of course for this I'm gonna have to do time set. I think that's night. Ha, what a guess. And what it does is while it's still night, the sky goes a beautiful blue or navy. And you get a night vision thingy here while it's still night. And then if we go times set 0, day looks slightly brighter than normal, but it's not like real life that if you had night vision your eyes would hurt. And that was a very quick adjustment too. Now I have those 2 potion effects on me. I'm not going to bother letting them wear off. Just leave them there. I am still invisible though, and you can't see my hand. So that's fun. Next, some more interesting additions. We now have wooden buttons, and the way you make these is, all you need is a plank and stick it in a crafting bench, and you have a button. These buttons work in the same way. There is a difference between wooden pressure plates and stone pressure plates. Wooden pressure plates, wooden buttons can be activated by a bow. So you can shoot them if I can aim properly, and you can see the light next to it turns on. So those will be good for adventure maps. They'll be good for just, for example, I might have a back door that I may want to open for a friend but can't be bothered running from one end of the house to the other. Hold a bow, shoot the button at the other end of the house and open the door. So that's fun. I'll stick those back in. Next we have a quite cool multi-world edition. Yeah. And that is the fact that entities like maps, watch the map, oh no wait, I picked it up. I'm going to throw the map, keep an eye on the map, look at the map, it's still there, and it's gone. And of course, same goes for animals. Stupid cow, go that way. I'm going to stick a couple in. Go straight in. Yep, mobs and items can go through portals. Hello cows. And because they were so close to the portal and I pushed them back in, they went straight back. This works both ways, and I believe with the end portal as well, although don't know why you would want that. There are currently no mobs here because I'm in peaceful. But it's a cool addition, something that would have made sense to begin with. Okay. Cows in floors now. That needs to be fixed. Next, trapdoors. Now, we all know trapdoors to be like this, so that you can climb down the ladder, you can climb back up the ladder and jump out. But now we have these trapdoors, which can be actually used as a trap, as they should be. And all you have to do is either place it at the bottom or at the top. That's the only difference. So originally this is how trapdoors were, and then they got moved to this. Personally I prefer these, although they're not extremely useful when you have a ladder. So you can use a combination of both. Now, was there anything else that I feel I should mention? Right, in the video options, full screen and vertical sync are now selectable. Vertical sync basically locks your frame rate, which mine is currently locked at 30 thanks to Fraps. Vertical sync locks it to 60 frames a second. And full screen obviously does as the name suggests. The particle effect when a trade with a villager has been successful has changed. I don't trade with villagers much, so I can't exactly show you. Steps have been improved, at least for now. It's an experimental idea, that may or may not be included in the final 1.4. Basically corner blocks, and the way they work is you have regular blocks and then place the same one within the corner. So say I have that there and then I put that there. You have that's basically the extent of them working properly. If you do something like this, then you can get quite a cool... Oh, that's a trapdoor. Cool effect like that. Or I did bug it up earlier. You can bug it up a bit if you do something like that. But I mean, who doesn't want corner pieces for roofs, for nice winding staircases? It's going to be lovely. What else do we have? F3P apparently controls the pause menu so that mobs actually move and stuff. F3P. Although, I don't know, it doesn't seem to work for me. And also, F3H will toggle detailed item descriptions. F3H. That gives you the ID in a very ugly fashion. #0002, because we really need all the zeros. The maps were nice. F3H. I mean, something like that is fine. It's a single value. Don't have to overcomplicate things. Now, there is a new mob called a Wither, and I shall stick in a picture of it right now. Basically, it's Herobrine with its own heads for fists. I don't know. They attack passive mobs, so mobs that like cows, but they don't attack creepers and such, and they also attack you. They do include the purple boss bar that you get with Ender Dragons, which is interesting. They have 300 hit points. They have no drops at the moment. And their attack strength is dependent on your difficulty, as are a lot of other things like creeper explosion sizes and such. Easy 3 points, so heart and a half. Normal is 2.5 hearts, and hard is 3.5 hearts per hit. They basically throw with a... what are they? With a head things. With a skulls. Are what they are called. I think it's going to be a really weird mob. Fire spreads differently based on difficulty. Brewing recipes for potions of night vision and invisibility have been added. To brew a night vision potion, you add golden carrots to an awkward potion, and for a potion of invisibility, fermented spider eye to a potion of night vision. There are a couple of unused textures in the items PNG file within Minecraft jar. I will display which ones I think that is right now. And finally, mob grinders now give less experience when you farm them continuously. So that is basically everything for this week's Snapshot 12W34A. It is an exciting first change. I am actually going to go to normal for a bit, and I'm going to spawn some skeletons because random armor is fun. Of course they're all going to burn because it's day. Hey, we have a skeleton in full armor. And you know what I just found out? Mobs wearing armor aren't damaged by sunlight. So that's cool. I'll just hit this guy until he dies and see what he drops. From what I heard, they drop with not full durability. So that didn't drop anything interesting. That's disappointing. And I'll just spawn a bunch more skeletons. But that's everything for today. Thanks for watching. Be sure to keep an eye on my survival series. I do plan on continuing that for a while. I do have one question though. Would you guys prefer that I play that on 1.3? As I was originally thinking, or should I update as Minecraft developer builds update? So for example, my next episode could include one of these beautiful maps on a wall, because I think that'd be awesome. And of course, once I get the resources, how about a clock, which actually works. So yeah, let me know what you guys decide. I'm probably going to just have it as a regular 1.3 and then just 1.4 when it comes out. But yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time.